In general, most of us often tend to unfortunately neglect stretching and our mobility, and this, in the lifestyle we lead in modern societies, is a problem, as most of us spend very long periods sitting in our daily lives, which is often the #1 cause of hip pain in our routines and habits. However, not stretching or exercising these muscles can lead to injuries. And this happens because when we run, the central area of our body and the hips are our center of gravity, and it is where our body generates movement and strength. For all these reasons, if you are experiencing too much tension in your hip flexor muscles, recovering from an injury, or simply want to relieve this area to prevent future problems, pay attention to these 4 exercises we will see today. They are very simple to do and will help you relax your hips. In fact, this routine will only take you just 5 short minutes each day and is capable of getting your joints moving, which will undoubtedly have a great impact on your quality of life, physical and athletic performance, as well as injury prevention. Take note of this simple routine and save this video and put it into practice. Let's start with exercise number 1, the child's pose, which is a very excellent way to begin any sequence of hip stretches. The purpose of this exercise is to gently stretch the hips, thighs, and back and lower back, which will help you reduce stress and tension and overall well-being. To gently, slowly, and carefully perform this pose, kneel down on the floor, bringing the insides of your left and right feet together. If you can't touch your big toes due to issues like knee problems, you can, for example, do this position simply by bringing your heels together. Once you are in that position, gradually lean forward slowly and gently, and allow gravity to pull your body down toward the floor. Hold this position for a duration of approximately 30 to 60 seconds. Number 2, lizard pose. This pose is excellent for stretching the hip flexors, but it also stretches the hamstrings and quadriceps, which are the muscles in the upper leg, both at the back and the front. Lizard pose is a yoga position that is beneficial for the body. It helps in improving flexibility and strength. Keeping these muscle groups robust and strong and flexible will help you maintain a full range of motion, which is ideal for all of us who run. Specifically, this exercise is, in particular, designed specifically to offer a slow and deep stretch to open the hips, and can also help relieve back pain as well as sciatica. To begin this exercise, carefully extend one leg straight back, gently bend the front knee, and slowly lower the back leg until you feel a stretch in your hip. With this movement, you will also gently stretch the lower back and the spine and gently ease into the stretch. Hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds on one side. Then slowly return to the starting position and repeat with the other leg for the same amount of time. After that, we move on to the next exercise. Stretching in this position focuses on the muscles on the outer part of the hips, which are located in the glutes and help with movement, stabilization, and hip mobility. 2001. Start the exercise by slowly lying on your back and bringing the sole of one foot towards the opposite thigh as much as possible. Keep the feet slightly flexed and engaged and active, with the lower back always supported on the ground. Using both hands, gently grab the back of your thigh and gradually, at a slow pace, bring it closer to your body. There you will feel how your glutes and hips stretch. Hold that position for 30 seconds with one leg and hold it steady, then gradually and carefully return to the starting position and repeat with the other leg for another 30 seconds. After that, we move on to exercise number 4, the butterfly pose, which is an ideal exercise for beginners to stretch the hips, abductors, and lower back, simply because it is very easy to do. Start by sitting on the floor, bringing the soles of your feet together and keeping your back straight. Wrap your hands around your big toes and use your elbows to gently, slowly, and carefully press your knees down towards the floor. The idea is to keep your back straight at all times, and if you want a bit more intensity, You will gently lean forward over your feet, but always with your back straight, never bending it. The axis of this movement is in the hips, never in the back. Hold that position for 20 to 30 seconds and then relax your elbows, stop pressing your knees, rest a bit, and then press again for 20 to 30 seconds. This routine is ideally designed to be done specifically after a gym session focused on your legs, and it can also be useful and effectively, indeed of course, after a running workout. And as you can see, it only takes a few minutes, making it very easy to adapt to the life of any runner, no matter how busy we are in our daily lives. Finally, let me remind you of something that is very important. The mobility and flexibility of our hips is absolutely essential for everyone, and for runners, it also allows us to significantly improve performance, prevent injuries, and enhance running technique. And this is indeed because a hip joint with excellent mobility and flexibility allows us to have a significantly longer stride, greater power, and less tension in other joints. Additionally, it helps us maintain proper body alignment and balance, enabling us to perform movements more efficiently, which allows runners to reach their maximum potential while minimizing the risk of injuries. That's why I definitely invite you once again to take note, to save this video, and to put this into practice. I assure you that in a short time you will notice the results. As always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also leave a comment below to let me know if you do this type of stretching, if you tend to forget about it, if you find it easier or harder to do, and it would help me a lot. You can also definitely share this video on your social media or with your WhatsApp contacts with people who are interested in these topics. See you in the next video on the channel. It's coming soon. A finisher hug for everyone. Why?